This video is brought to you by Jab.se, the lead supplier of MMA gear in Scandinavia. BetSafe.com, Europe's only online betting site for MMA. DirtyRebel.com, your destination for casual MMA wear.
And by Tap Out, official lifestyle apparel of the UFC. Available at tapout.com. And now, to get the official weigh-ins for UFC 155 underway, here is Joe Rogan.
What is happening, my friends? Welcome to the UFC weigh-ins. Ariane, Brittany, professional hot chicks. Dana White, without him, none of this would be possible. Joe Silva, matchmaker extraordinaire. Bruce Buffer, the voice of the Octagon, and Burt Watson, babysitter to the stars. We got a banging card for you, ladies and gentlemen. We will kick things off live on Facebook in the flyweight division. Chris Harriasso versus John Moraga. Up on the scale, John Moraga, 126, and his opponent, Kamikaze Chris Harriasso. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Harriasso and John Moraga. Next up, it gets even better in the featherweight division. Leonard Bad Boy Garcia versus Max Blast Holloway. For Mr. Garcia. Max Holloway and Leonard Garcia, ladies and gentlemen. Next up in the heavyweight division, Phil DeFries versus Todd Duffy. ladies and gentlemen, live on Facebook. Next up, the UFC prelims on FX. We kick things off in the lightweight division. Michael Johnson versus Miles Jury. First up on the scale, Miles Jury. 155. And his opponent, Michael "The Menace" Johnson. Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen, from Michael Johnson. $154 with a party hat and glasses. What's up? Miles Jury and Michael Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. Next up in the lightweight division, Melvin Gillard versus Jamie Varner. It's Groundhog Day, ladies and gentlemen. First up on the scale, ladies and gentlemen, the former WEC lightweight champion, Jamie Varner. 155. And his opponent, Melvin "The Young Assassin" Gillard. Powerful Captain America socks. 155 for the Young Assassin. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, Jamie Varner and Melvin Gillard. Moving on to the bantamweight division, Eric Perez versus Byron Bloodworth. First up on the scale, Byron Bloodworth. 136. And his opponent, Eric Perez. let's take a closer look at the two men involved in the main event of the evening.
Cain Velasquez,
Junior Dos Santos for the heavyweight championship.
big shot. He's trying to finish this fight. It is all over. Junior Dos Santos is the new UFC heavyweight champion of the world.
The rematch between Junior Dos Santos and Cain Velasquez is very intriguing for a number of reasons. First of all, Junior Dos Santos essentially rewrote the entire future of the UFC's heavyweight division with one big haymaker.
The timing and the power of Junior Dos Santos.
That is what earned him the UFC heavyweight crown in their first fight.
I really believe I can knock anyone out.
His superior boxing and power in his hands make him the most dangerous guy in any weight class in the UFC. Cain Velasquez is the type of guy that goes back to the drawing board and learns from his mistakes.
In our first fight, I wasn't myself. I hurt my knee in practice. I wasn't 100%. I didn't go forward. I didn't attack him. This fight, I'm going to go in and take what's mine. I'm going to become champion again.
Lesnar's in big trouble. Velasquez pouring it on. It is all over.
Complete, total domination.
When he came back after his loss to Junior Dos Santos and absolutely wrecked Bigfoot Silva, we saw a motivated, hungry Cain Velasquez who's absolutely 100% focused on regaining his top spot as the heavyweight champion of the UFC.
That was a statement.
I'm hungry, and I want that belt back.
He's big right hand by Junior Dos Santos.
I want to fight with the best. Cain Velasquez presents a lot of challenge for me. So I want to fight him again, and I want to prove I am the baddest man on the planet.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, for the UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing the contender, the former UFC Heavyweight Champion, Cain Velasquez. For the challenger, and his opponent, the current reigning, defending UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Junior Dos Santos. For the champion. With the former champion Cain Velasquez. Cain, you have one lone defeat in your UFC record. I know how important this is to you. Give us your thoughts on tomorrow night and what this means.
This is everything for me, you know. Get into the sport. I want to be number one. I want to fight the best. So I got to take care of business tomorrow.
Good luck to you, sir. We can't wait to watch you try. The former champion, ladies and gentlemen, Cain Velasquez. The current champion, Junior Dos Santos. Junior, you have defended this title. You won it from Cain. This is a huge fight, a very big, high-profile fight. Give us your thoughts on Cain as an opponent and what it means to you to defend your belt.
It means everything to me, you know. Cain Velasquez is for sure a great opponent, but I know you guys like knockouts. So one more is coming for you.
The champion, ladies and gentlemen, Junior Dos Santos. We will see you all tomorrow night. And if you are watching watching the UFC on Fuel TV. Don't change the channel. There's plenty more coverage to come with John Anik, Kenny Florian, Daniel Cormier, and Ariel Helwani. So let's send it back to John for more.
Programmet presenteras av betsafe.com.